Hey everybody, I'm Nasty Wold, and we're going to be continuing on getting all the collectibles in Sky. We're going into the Daylight Prairie. So here we are going to be getting all of these stars and all of the emotes in order. Okay, so going through this tunnel here, it automatically puts you into glide mode for your flight, so it's a good chance to sort of practice flying. The clouds will recharge you if you use any flaps. And you can practice doing like rolls and flips. You can see the way my finger's moving on the right hand side. Just sort of practice doing flips like that. It's very easy once you get used to it. Alright, and we are now in the Daylight Prairie. So our first goal is to get that emote right in front of us. Alright, and this is our first emote. It is the butterfly emote. And then the spirit flies all the way to the temple at the very end. So this emote just summons a little butterfly in your hand, and the upgraded versions sort of have cooler effects for the butterfly. And then we'll just do a long call to summon all these butterflies and help us fly up through the hole. And there's our first star. So we're going to go back now to this cave here on the right. The reason we went back and collected that emote first is that you need one emote to open this cave. One emote from the Daylight Prairie. That's what that constellation is. A little jar. So now we have 2 stars. 7 of them all together, and for the next level we need 10. So we're going to go through this portal in the middle. There are 2 on either side of me, but we can't go through those without collecting more spirits from the Daylight Prairie. So there's our 3rd star. And we'll go through the portal, which brings us to this wide open area. There's lots to do here, so we'll try and do it all in order. Alright, we're just going to get that star right in the middle there to start off. And then we'll head to the leftmost island, but we'll go to the bottom of it first. There's a little door. I prefer going left to right, and I'll show you why at the very last island we'll visit. So here we have a door where we need 2 people to open it. So if you're not with a friend or anything, you can just call and wait for someone to come to you. It might take a little while, so I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. Ah, someone appeared underneath me. Okay, so in here is an emote, but there is also a star on the right side. And we have 10 stars now, so we're actually at level 4 flight. So we just follow the spirit up. Taking a little break, carrying the spire. What? Oh, this is the cutscene when someone lights every single one of these spires, the bell towers. So that is a way to get up to the top temple. Usually you would ride the manta, but I never take that way. There is another way, which I'll show you at the end of this. Alright, carrying on. Alright, so this spirit gives you the clap emote. So this is the clap emote. And you can also see here there's 3 sort of shadowed out emotes. Those are the ones that you can find in this area. So if you see any shadowed out emotes, that means they'll be in this actual area of the Daylight Prairie. So we're going to collect our next spirit right here. Ooh, I went too far. Follow them up to the bell tower again. And this spirit gives you the wave emote. Okay, so here's the wave emote. Sorry, there were lots of people in the camera angle. And right behind this bell tower is another star, hidden sort of behind this island. And we're not leaving this island just yet. There's one more emote to find here, which is in this big door, which is another 2-person door. Hopefully one of these people will come down and help. There we go. So we just follow the spirit around his workshop, and then he gives you the Yawn emote. been a long night working. And now he heads to bed. Alright, so this is the Yawn emote. We do have one more spirit to find here, but before I do that, we're going to head to the area on the right-hand side here. Oh! Ugh. We got kidnapped by a manta. So there's this cave right here. We should have enough emotes to enter it now. So to enter this area, you need 2 Isle of Dawn emotes and 3 Prairie emotes. There are 2 stars we have to find here, and they're a little tricky to fly to. My best advice is to go all the way up on this left-hand side, up all these stairs. And all the way up here. Okay. So there's someone over there, but you can see there's a little hole in the ceiling. Make sure you go into glide mode so you fly nice and straight. You may need to do a flap just to make sure you're the right height. And there's a star. And then our next one is also not on the ground. It's to the left here. I guess we can't see it, but I'll show you. Again, make sure you're going in glide mode. And it's just on a ledge over there. Alright. So there's also an emote here. There's a barrier right there. And that barrier says we need an emote from the next area, which is the hidden forest. But there is a way to sneak through if this is your first time. You just fly onto this rock here. Oop. Oop. Oh. Okay, we're good. And then there's that little shiny cliff there. And now you can see the barrier. We're like right above it, and we can just drop down next to it. Otherwise, we'd have to complete this area, and then complete the next area, and then come back. Just follow this spirit down the cave here. It is pretty dark ahead, especially on your way back. And here we are. So this spirit will give you the wipe sweat emote. So here is what that looks like. Had a tough day. Lots of flying after getting those stars on the ceiling. And now we'll just head back to where we were, to that big area with the giant mantas flying around. See, it's extremely dark on your way back up. So yeah, this barrier says we have 0 of the hidden forest emotes, which is true, so we can't get through it. But sneaking over that way gets us through. Alrighty, so our next area is just ahead. There's a little cliff pretty much in front of us. We're gonna go through there. We will still be getting that laugh emote, but once we come back. If you ever need to charge your flight, you can always just dip into the clouds. They charge you. And this gate needs 4 Daylight Prairie emotes, so we have those now. This area is normally called the nest. There are 2 stars here. There's one on the left where I'm headed. And there's one just behind all of these sort of ruined towers. On a big floating island. Ooh. Things are just spawning out of nowhere. Okay, and the only spirit here is on that tower right in front of us. You can see the blue light. This spirit doesn't give you an emote, but it gives you a call. So it makes the way you shout sound different. Just gotta follow it up the tower. The camera angle here sucks, kind of, so just take it slow and steady. Be patient. And at this point it's up, so I'm just gonna fly up. So this one gives you the bird call. Beep, beep, beep. So that's the sound. It's just a little higher pitched than the normal voice. And again, we're going to go back to that area we were just in, the big area with all the islands. Boop, boop. And we're finally heading to the right side island. So going inside of it, there is a spirit here. And there's also a door in here, which we'll go through. And this spirit will give us the laugh emote. You'll notice the spirits have different hairstyles and instruments on the back. You can actually purchase those from the spirits once you've unlocked them. Okay, so this is the laugh emote. Ooh. Oh no. No, they're starting a cutscene. I'm gonna skip ahead. Alright, so all the mantas are flying up again. Here's the laugh emote. It's very cute. So now we're gonna go underneath. You do need a butterfly emote. Actually, 2 people with the butterfly emote to open this one, and you need 6 Daylight Prairie emotes. But it's already unlocked for us. I'm assuming someone opened it. So this place, you need 8 players to stand and light these little yellow dials. They won't move until you have 8 players here. So again, this is another thing that takes quite a while. I'm just gonna skip ahead until we have 8 players. Okay, we now have 8 people. So you just have to make sure you stand in front of one of these until it spins and turns yellow. Occasionally, if you just push on someone, it'll make you run towards them. It's a little annoying. Hopefully everyone else can organize. It's a little challenging right now just because there's a bunch of new players and they don't really know what they're doing, and there's no real way to communicate in this game what to do. Is that person leaving? Oh my gosh. Come back. Oh boy. Oh, okay. It's just a whole ordeal getting up here. Oh? I think we have it. There we go. So once we're up, we get the high candle gesture. I don't really consider it an emote just because it used to be in a different area, not in the emote lists, and it's something that you can't upgrade, so I always called it a gesture. I'm probably still going to call it a gesture instead. There's also a lot of candles here, so if you're candle hunting, this is the perfect place to go. And then this little cutscene will trigger. That's the high candle gesture. I don't think anyone here is gonna do it with me, but basically you put your candle super high and it emits like this bright light if someone does it with you. Oh, are they coming? Oh. Over here. Oh. Okay. Alright, so there is also a star here. Where is it? There is a tree with a little hole in it. Right there. And here is another star. Now there are some Easter eggs here. I'm not going to show them in this video. For now, we're just going to leave through this portal. And it actually puts us on the very top with the temple. That's why I don't ride the mantas, because it just brings you all the way up here. There's all the islands beneath us. So there are 2 more stars. One you can see right here. And one's actually way up higher. I have a hard time flying to it with this little flight power, but one thing you can do is you can just fly into the clouds on the left or the right hand side, and they'll charge you and also push you up. So now we should be able to. There it is. So this has been every single star, every single emote, every single collectible in the Daylight Prairie. Our next step is just to glide on down and go through the temple, watch the cutscene, and then we can upgrade the spirits. You can also see you need 1 Daylight Prairie emote to get through this door, but we got all of them. Okay, so now I'm back at the home space and we can go check out our completed constellation. So you go to this middle rock here, push on it, and then go to the Daylight Prairie one. So like I said, you can upgrade all these spirits using candles, and you can get any of their accessories and cosmetics. Your constellation should look like this, and you'll have every single thing. The question mark in the middle is not another spirit, it's something you get for completely upgrading every single spirit in this constellation. So it's an ultimate reward, and you get it by getting 100% completion. As you can see on the top, you get 100% completion by upgrading every single spirit. You can tap on any of these emotes to show the emote giver, the spirit, and you can see what sort of like hairstyles they have, and there's also more stuff to upgrade later on in the game. So you can see like that one had a harp. So yeah, that is every single Daylight Prairie collectible. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!